In this round I had a read that they would rush mid or at least split the bomb site through mid, so I decided to start the round by taking a fight in mid. My confidence was really high that my read was correct, so I decided to just instantly pop my ultimate to maximize my multi-kill potential. They will cover. A few seconds into the round I already saw ISO throwing the double damage down into mid and Chet updraft dashing on top of tube. This confirmed my assumption and I locked in to make sure I don't whiff. Right now my biggest threat is the Chet on top of tube, so I focused my undivided attention to that spot to hopefully kill her before the enemy team can join the fight.
Slay.
After killing Chet, I expected them to rush me down to trade me, so I decided to fall back to hold mid more passively. I tried to dismiss, but sadly the elevation difference made it impossible for me to grab my orb, so I just decided to make a run for it. While jiggling the angle, I saw that Sova and Sage are getting the contact with enemies earlier than me. This made it a bit more relaxing for me, since now I can bait them a bit. Luckily they lined up, so I managed to get the trade on Sage and an additional pick to give us a small numbers advantage. I used my dismiss duration to scout for anyone trying to walk up on me while I'm in my ghost form, so that I can plan ahead on how I'm going to take the next fight. Since I saw ISO walking up, I decided to relax for a short moment before jiggling to see where he is trying to fight me from. I confirmed his position next to tube and tried to go for a cheeky pre-fire one-tap, which sadly didn't work. Instead, I opted for doing an off-timing crouch peek to throw off his mental image on how I'm going to peek him, which hopefully messes with his crosshair placement and reaction time.
One enemy remaining.
While looking for Viper to hopefully get my ace, let me quickly explain what I mean by off timing. Let's say you are fighting an enemy and you are using a consistent strafing pattern like this while fighting. If you do this multiple times in a row, good players will get a read on when you are going to peek next, which will help them with the reaction time. So peeking off timing is simply put just waiting a bit before peeking again or peeking quicker than usual. In addition to that, most good players will also have their crosshair trained on where your head was the last time you peeked, so crouching while peeking will require the enemy to adjust their crosshair a bit, which gives me more time to shoot back. Sadly I didn't get my ace, but this actually demonstrates the principle of the crouch peek. The second I wanted to shoot his head through the wall, he started crouching. So I missed a few bullets before I could adjust my crosshair to the new head level, which gave him more time to fight my Chet and potentially even kill him. This clip is a good reminder that even professional players are human too and can throw an unlosable round.
Last player standing.
Oh shit. -40. They didn't. Oh. Okay.
The enemy team started off with a B split setup, which gave them a pick on our unprepared chamber. This prompted us to rotate away from A and try to quickly support our B players. Meanwhile, our Viper decided to take a fight in B main and thankfully won it. Because the enemies lost the B main space and noticed that we over-rotated from A, they decided to capitalize on that by transitioning the B split into an A split. After some further gunfights, my whole team died and I'm left alone to fend for myself against 4 enemies which are hiding inside the Viper ultimate. Normally, you should be saving this round, since it is almost impossible to win this. The thing is, we are up 6 rounds, so I wanted to test my limits and see how far I can get in this retake.
Just save again, bro.
For some reason the Viper ultimate dropped and I was able to isolate a 1 vs 1 vs Sova. I won the fight without taking any damage, which is the best case scenario for winning the following fights. Since I killed Sova, the enemy chat tried to trade her, which was a big mistake because he wasn't ready to trade in time and basically gave me another free 1 vs 1. In addition to this, he was around 40 HP, so it only took me 1 or 2 bullets in the body to kill him. After getting my second kill, I decided to fully commit to the retake and prepared my dash to stay as mobile as possible. To be honest, I didn't expect the Viper to peek me right now. Since I know that chamber is on top of 410, which means he can't help him if he peeks me. I'm guessing he thought the off angle was enough to kill me, but thankfully he whiffed and I somehow managed to take back control of my spray to shoot him in the head and turn this into a 1 vs 1. Killing Viper also gave me my ultimate, which is really just perfect for this scenario because Chamber has the high ground, but by updraft dashing on him I can even out the odds and maybe even turn this a bit into my favor. I didn't hesitate any longer and just instantly went for the play so that I can hopefully catch him before he slips away and plays for time.
Oh my god.